to wait for the officials. So that was a big mistake on my part. But like I said, I'm never going to apologize for trying to protect our players, and so you know, it's just that happens sometimes in the basketball game.
Just a tough break. You guys were actually only down by 4, and that happened too after then the charge was called and Nicole made the basket and it was waved off. So tough break that time, but still in the ball game. Now only down by 5 after that made free throw from technical foul.
Yeah, our kids did a great job of keeping their composure and getting right back in the game. And you know, here we got a kick out from Laura Glenn in the post, and Caitlin Demarest, you know, she's been solid for us all year long, and she nails a big 3-pointer for us right there. And we're down 2 at that point with 11:20 to go. You know, it's anybody's ball game, and certainly we think it's going to be our ball game. And you know, here we got Aubrey Jones in the game. Aubrey gave us a couple good minutes with Nicole being in foul trouble. She makes a great kick out here, and really good ball movement by our team. And again, there's a skip pass for Bailey Wall, and that's her job, is to shoot threes, and that's her role. And you know, from Labette County High School, she comes in and hits a big 3 for us. She actually hit 3 in a row, or three in a 2 or 3 minute span here to give us the lead.
Now lead back to 7 for Emporia State, but a great cut once again in the vision for DePriest Taylor to find Candace Gilbert.
And that's that backdoor cut. Emporia actually went to a zone because we were starting to hurt them with the dribble drive, so they went to the zone. And you know, Bailey hits a 3, Caitlin hits a 3, DePriest with a nice pass there. And then on this next highlight, we get another kick out from Bailey Wall, and she buries another 3 with under 5 minutes to go. And you know, it's 70-66 at that point. We're down 4, and now here we're down 6. And again, we get Bailey Wall. We're looking for her off a double screen, but she does a great job kicking Caitlin, and Caitlin hits a big 3 right there. So. You know, 72-69, 3 minutes left to go in the game. This is a big play for us right here. And Bailey in transition, great kick from Brianna, and that's a tough shot, you know, to come to the stop and be able to hit that down. But as you can see in the crowd, and people are pretty fired up, and we're all fired up, and we got a tie ball game after being down 21 points in the first half, 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go, and you know, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves right here. And again, the crowd really helped us out. You see a lot of emotion on the sidelines with the players and the highlights, and you know, this is a big game. We got a chance to beat the #9 team in the country. Again, a team that just absolutely dominated us a year ago, and just shows you how far we've come as a program.
Now, the Emporia State called a timeout after that made basket by Bailey Wall. What was said in the huddle to you guys?
We needed to stop, and we talked about, hey, you know, great job getting us back, you know, tying the game up, but let's get a stop this time down, and we did just that. We got a steal by Caitlin Demarest. And then here we go with you know, an offensive set here. We got Candace one-on-one. We get a pick and roll. And, you know, I don't know if a lot of people remember Utah Jazz, but John Stockton, Carl Malone, we call that play Utah for those guys right there. But that's just the old pick and roll. And we executed it perfect, and we got a 2-point lead with 1:47 to go.
Excellent bounce pass inside to Laura Glenn. Just a vision for Candace Gilbert to find the open man. Once again, Edwards comes right back and crashes the boards and gets Emporia State tied once again.
Again, she's a great player, and if you rewind that and look at that in slow motion, the shot goes up, and everybody's got to find a body, and we missed her. And again, great athlete. And I think she said in the newspaper the next day she was going to break somebody's neck to get that rebound. She was going to get it, and she did that, and just showed her athleticism. But again, it's a deal where if we check out right there, get an over the back call. We got a chance to shoot free throws and be a different ball game, but we still had a chance to win. We're tied at this point.
The basketball, bring it up court.
You know, women's basketball, you got a 30-second shot clock. I believe we got it with about 34 seconds to go, 35 seconds to go. And we're going to play for our last shot that we can possibly have. And the play in the huddle was hit Candace Gilbert on a backdoor cut. It wasn't open, so we throw what we call the up call. Gives her a chance to go one-on-one. And again, when we drive baseline on a one-on-one situation, we should have a post teeing up right in the middle. Her man helps. We hit the tee up. DePriest Taylor will drag right here for 3. And then Candace has got, if she can't get all the way to the basket, she's also got the girl in the corner. So we got 3 options here off this play, and she chooses that option, which I believe is the right one because the post was covered, and we get a wide open look here for Bailey, and you know, she just missed it. It wasn't if it wasn't for Bailey Wall, we wouldn't even been in the game. So, you know, Bailey Wall hit 3 threes in the final 6 minutes of the game. She tied the game with the big one, and you know, it wasn't her fault we lost the game for any means. It was my fault. I got the technical. But you know, Bailey Wall's hit great big shots for us. all year long and big shots in this game. And it's just unfortunate that they got the quick rebound, because here they come all the way down with their all-conference point guard. And, you know, we got Candace Gilbert there. Look at that. You know, she's in her face. She's off the ground about 3 feet, ready to block this shot. And we're going to go to overtime, and the girl somehow puts the ball in the hole, and it rolls around and rolls around. And that ends up being the ball game.
Tough break all around. The girls really played well the second half of the game, and like you said, had a lead of 6 with 1:05 to go in the ball game. Just couldn't close out the deal, but a tough loss, but also a tough, gritty performance all around for your team.
It really was, and I think it really shows the character of our team, because, you know, like I said, being down 22 in the first half, and we were, you know, to be real honest, we were getting dominated early in the game, and you know, we fought back. We kept our composure, and we talk as a basketball team all the time about handling adversity, and boy, we surely had our share of it in the first half. And you know, we're growing as a team because we were able to come back, overcome that adversity. And all you can ask your basketball team is give yourself a chance at the end of the game, especially against top 10 teams in the country. And we had an opportunity to win the game at the end of the game. So I'm proud of our team, and even though we lost the game, I think we grew a lot from that game as a program and as a basketball team. And you know, I'm excited about these last 13 games and the potential that we have to continue to compete. And that was our goal in year 2, is to compete every night with anybody. And I think we've proven that we can do that. Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the stats from the ball game. McCombs had 24 points for leading the ball club, but kind of distributed the offense all around. Everybody kind of had some input in the offense tonight, and like I said, a tough loss, but all around just played it extremely well the whole game. And you know, the girls kind of look like they're upset, but they, you know, it's just one of those games that just got away from you at the end. But crowd, like you talked about, the crowd right there, just a great crowd on hand. And here's the stats from the game on Saturday night.
Yeah, Nicole had another great game, and you know, when she fouled out with 4 minutes to go, you know, that's you know, we took the lead with some great 3-point shooting, and you know, we need Nicole in the game, and you know, certainly for rebounding, but also for scoring, give us that post presence, and just another great game for her. She's leading the conference in scoring in the conference, over 20 points a game in conference play. Caitlin Demarest continues to be solid. You know, senior point guard, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, had 1 turnover. Did a great job. Brianna Buchanan, not one of her better shooting nights, but still came up with 11 points, 7 rebounds. You know, played a really good defense, and you know, you can go up and down the list, and you know, it seems like each night we have a different player step up, make big plays, and tonight it was Bailey Wall with her 3-pointers, got us back in the game, and it was a great team effort, and you just hate for someone to lose that game because both teams played very hard.
The loss does drop you now to 2nd place in the MIAA, tied now with Washburn, who lost on Saturday as well at Missouri Southern. So maybe you have some revenge factor going on with that. Washburn loses to Southern. You beat Southern, so maybe this week you guys play Washburn Wednesday night.
Got 2 tough games this week on the road. Again, Washburn, they started the year #2 in the country. They're #3 in the nation right now, and very talented basketball team. You know, they're going to be hungry coming off a loss also, but what a lot of people don't understand, and you know, I think those that have played the game, is that you got to win your home games. That's why the Emporia game, even though they were such a good team, we're pretty good too. We need to win those games, and you know, you got to protect your home court, because anytime you can get one on the road, you got to feel good. So we're going to have to play a great game down in Washburn. You know, if we win that game against Emporia, we're in first place by ourselves. Well, now we got our back up against the wall with 2 road games this week, and we need to play really well to stay on top of this, you know, in the top half of the league. And you know, with the Washburn game on Wednesday, then you got 1 day of practice, and you got to drive all the way to Hayes. You know, 6-hour drive. So it's going to be a tough week for us, but I like our kids' toughness, and I think we'll play well.
Just a tough road ahead this week for the Pitt State's women's team. Is the next home game for Pittsburgh State will be next Wednesday against Nebraska Omaha at 5:30 for the women's tip-off, and approximately 7:30, 7:45 for the men's game. Coach Lane Lord, I appreciate your time tonight. I know you're busy. You're ready to go to Washburn tomorrow, so thanks a lot for your time.
Hey, I had a good time, and appreciate the Sideline. I hope we can keep it rolling, and Wheat State Pizza for being here and sponsoring it also.
Once again, for Coach Lane Lord, I'm Eric Schilping. We'll see you next time here on the Sideline.